I'm going to explain every perk in Protect the House from Monsters. Let's start with the most important one, the Stamina perk. It has 5 slots in total and is really useful for both survival and farming. The first slot gives you plus 10% stamina, and the third slot gives you 50% stamina. That's great for sprinting around to grab coins. The second slot adds 10% sprint speed, and another slot gives you plus 50% HP regen. These 4 are cheap and very effective overall. Finally, the last slot is the best one. It lets you double jump, which makes the gameplay feel so much smoother. Also, performing double jump doesn't consume stamina. It also boosts your movement speed in the air, making you almost untouchable by mobs. It only costs $36,000. In total, you will need around $50,000 to fully unlock the Stamina perk. The next perk is the Resistance perk, made to help you survive against monsters. It has 3 slots in total. The first slot gives you a flashlight that automatically turns on when you enter the forest, which makes exploring a lot easier. The second slot increases your HP by 50%, and the third slot doubles your HP plus 100%. With this last slot, you can even survive boss hits that would normally one-shot you. Minor bug. After you respawn with these 2 perks unlocked, your health and stamina don't refill to full. Hopefully, this gets fixed soon. The weapon perk is focused on improving your weapons. The first slot gives you 10% reload speed, while the second slot adds 5% fire rate, though it's not very noticeable. The third slot increases weapon damage by 20%, and this applies to both melee and guns. There's also a slot on the left edge that reduces stamina use for melee by 25%. The 2 most important ones are at the top and bottom. The top slot lets bullets pierce through monsters, dealing damage to 2 at once, which basically doubles your farming and knockback, and it costs around $60,000. The bottom slot is a bit buggy because it says every 4th bullet deals double damage, but in reality, a sniper's normal body shot is 420, while the 4th shot is only 507, which is not double. Still, it has a good side because sometimes critical hits trigger continuously instead of just once every 4 bullets, and it only costs $30,000. If you're low on budget, I recommend buying the piercer slot first since it helps farming a lot more. Here comes the most viral perk, especially designed for turrets. The first slot increases tower damage by 5%, which isn't very noticeable, while the next 2 slots increase fire rate by 20% in total. Then there's a slot made for low accuracy turrets like Pulsar, Rocketeer, and Destroyer. Once you unlock it, all turrets can hit monsters without missing a single shot, though it costs $60,000. The slot right next to it boosts the destroyer's damage from 73 to 101 and costs $66,000. After that, you'll find the most expensive slot at $200,000, which allows you to place the same tower twice, like having 2 destroyers at once. However, the clone tower isn't affected by perk abilities, so it only deals its normal damage. Finally, there are 4 slots that each increase your turret placement limit by 1, with their own respective prices.